Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working with the background that we made earlier, and that video is right above the video right now. So if you push on that link, it will take you straight to that video. And today I'm going to be adding flowers to the front of this to make a card. And I'm going to use the Timeless Tropical. And I'm going to use that big poinsettia here. And I stamped it off in Memento Black first. And then I stamped it off on a piece of scrap paper and cut out the stamen. Well, I left the stamen and cut the leaf behind the stamen right here. Cut that one out, and I cut this one out. Just so I can get a little bit better layered look. Okay, and I am going to use the Highland Heather ink pad, and I'm going to use the dies that go with it. If you don't have the dies, you can cut it out by hand. It wouldn't take but a minute. I am going to also use the gold Vegas Gold Fantasfix. Stampin' Up! So this last year, but they discontinued it. So I will leave a link below, an Amazon link, so you can order that if you like. What I want to do is I want to paint the little edges a different color. So I'm going to go with the yellow. The rolled edges, I'm going to paint those in yellow with a marker here. So these, see how these kind of get light? That kind of helps break up that one color in the center by using that. Light grainy apple green and do the stamen on the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and color all these green too. While I have this out, I might as well just go ahead and do the Versamark. Get this done first. So I've got just a little bit of Versamark, the refill. I'm going to get my stylist, and I'm going to dip my stylus in there, and then I'm going to just dot that Versamark on there. Going to take some gold embossing powder. As you can see, I've got some holidays inside of there because I don't want to get it completely covered. I just want to get like little balls of stamen in there. Now another thing I can do is I can take that Versamark again and go over these yellow lines, and that Versamark kind of acts as a resist so the other ink won't cover it, and probably particularly do it in here where that purple's going to be going. I'm going to leave the outside of the edges white, so this probably won't even be necessary here, but particularly necessary in the center of this right here. I don't want to cover up my yellow. And now I'm going to dry this too, and I'm going to dry it. It's shiny right now, so I'm going to just dry it till it gets flat. Now if I would have put clear on that, it definitely would have resisted for sure, but I don't want it shiny right there on the edges, so I chose not to do it that way. Okay, now I'm going to lay this mask. I'm just doing that just so I can help protect these other ones while I'm working on these. Kind of like to do the back ones and then move up to the front ones. And so I'm just use my dauber, little finger dauber, and I'm going to go in there and just brush some of that Highland Heather through there. Okay. I kind of want this to go behind this leaf, so I'm going to go in that area pretty good. Then I'll just use that there. So those are the back leaves. Now actually this leaf right here is a back leaf too, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold this here and try to even go underneath that yellow a little bit so it would have more of a shadow right there. Okay. Just do a little bit of purple on those top leaves. Yeah, also if I wanted to, these where these little marks are, that's kind of like tells you that there's little indentions, like the leaf is going down and those areas, or the petals are kind of curving in, so that might be a little area that you might want to hit with the purple too. Like this is obviously rolling down in that area, and this part right here on top is kind of sticking up. Okay, so this is the top. It's probably that part right there is rolling down, and this part right here is going down. On this side looks like it might be going down just a little bit on those touches, on those areas there. And these are kind of just rippled, I think. So I'm just doing a little bit of purple there on those areas. This one looks like it might need to go out a little bit more. And I'm going to cut these out. Now I've decided that I kind of like a little bit of the purple on the edges of my petals. Kind of ties in with the flower. Okay. Used the Granny Apple green to sponge in the color on my leaves. Now this is one I done earlier, and I've used the gold, and I did add some purple around the edges, but I do like that gold so much better. Since I've got two of them and they're just alike, let's do something fun. Let's go ahead and cut this one out just like we did the mask. And let's go ahead and cut these. Don't know about out, but we'll go ahead and cut them. I think I am going to go ahead and cut this one out. And now I think what I'll do is go ahead and get my large stylus, foam pad, and a dab of water on the back side of each one of these, and I mean just a small dab. I'll get that large stylus and just kind of lightly, I've got quite a thick pad here. And it's quite soft. I think this is to, yes, this is to our you know, when you knock the little pieces of your detail dies out, this pad went to that, so you could do that easily. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the stamen loose. I'm not going to cut it off, but I am going to cut it loose so I can get a little bit more dimension in that. So I want it to stick up a little bit further. Okay, go ahead and cut that part off. That smaller stylus on this one. Go ahead. Now, let's see what we got here. I might keep this. It doesn't have any water at all on it, but it seemed to be doing okay as long as I don't push too hard. Yeah, now I'm going to get my hot glue gun out. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is make this a double hibiscus. Cut these out too. And I'm going to go ahead and glue, put some dimensionals behind here. I think I'm going to stack one on top of the other. Okay, I'm going to stick some glue right in the center of that because I want that to go down all the way to the bottom of my card here. Same thing, I'll put a dab of glue here. And use a dab of glue here and on the other one. Let that dry for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and give a little shape to my leaves. A little bit of water. Getting some double. I'm going to use a little bit of glue because this is still damp and it doesn't want to stick too well to it. A bit of hot glue. Nothing like that hot glue. Okay, now what I'm going to do is kind of build up this inside of this with some hot glue too, so it'll keep its shape and not squash down too far. See, I am in the pretty well in the center of that. Now, think just to add some sparkle, I am going to go ahead and stick one of these in the center. I'm going to use a gold one because that's flowered faceted gems is what those are called. The link will be below. Okay, I've been working away on my project here. I cut an envelope that's a 1/2 inch wide. Put a link at the end of the video how to make custom made envelopes so you can get them the thickness that you want. And I did go ahead and stamp this stamp and colored it the same way that I colored my flower, and put one of the extra leaves that I had there. And on the Berry Vanilla, I went ahead and stamped the palm leaves and the same green, the Granny Apple green. I just put a piece of that strip that I cut off of this to make a horizon line. I was going to say too, I also used the second to the largest to cut this. Now I'm going to show you, like this stamp right here, to me it needs some of the green and it needs some of the yellow. It doesn't need to be all one color. So what I like to do, I like to use my Stamparatus to do that. And use the water-based markers. Got green and a yellow. Let's see. And I'll probably have a green, Granny Apple green. But you can do it this way too. Just take your marker and just mark it wherever. Well, I don't want the green there. I want the green on the top. Mark it in the right spot. The brush in on both of these. So then you go ahead and stamp it. And then if you want to do it again, you can go back and do it again. And you could also add, I still did the green. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? That's the way they are at the grocery store. Let me flip this around. Let's do it like they are in Hawaii, not like they are at the grocery store, right? Okay, we're going to put the green here. And the yellow here. Okay. I want to go ahead and put some more of the yellow in here. And some more of the green in here. I want to be sure and get that center line in done. That's better. Now if I wanted to add some shading, I could. So I could add like maybe a golden color down here. This is Mango Melody. But I'm going to just add some on the shadow side, which would be the opposite of this, would be this side. Then I'm going to take a little bit of a dry and kind of dab that off so it'll blend better. See, it kind of gives it a shadow. Now I think I actually want a little shadow underneath the leaves too. Go ahead and put it on there. Kind of dab it off on the edge. There. Now, in order to give those leaves a little shadow, just pick up a darker green. Again on the opposite side, so this side here probably wants to go underneath there a little bit. Again, dabbing it off a little bit. There you go. So go ahead and give that a try. I think that's that's a lot of fun when you're doing that. It's a good way to add color to your stamps without that you want to be in color. Okay, let's see. So we're going to glue this to the front. Okay. And that was cut in very vanilla, just like the card front. And we'll glue our inside of our card inside of here. I got that a little crooked. We'll put that here. I did cut this Highland Heather, I have a piece of cardstock, cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That, and I'll put this on top. Okay, so that's our card for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching to the end. That helps my channel a lot by doing that. And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.